Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel Tejas vs Python. This is the third part of our series and today we are going to set up the health and add collision feature in our game. So let's start. So let us first add a section and name it as writings because we are going to write the health of our players. So I will use turtle module and declare a variable pen speed is 0, animation speed, the shape we can actually take any shape we want, but I am taking square. Then pen dot color, I think white will be good. Then pen dot pen up, and we want to hide our turtle, so hide turtle. Then let's write this at go to 550 comma 330. Okay, so 550 comma 330 will be somewhere over here in this region. Now when I go to 550 comma 550, I want to write health is 100. Okay, so the health of the player 2, this variable pen, which is in lowercase, is for player 2. So health of player 2 will be 100. We'll be aligning it to center. Font, let the font equal to, just wait a minute. Okay, courier and normal. Okay, so let's see what it does. Nothing, almost nothing. Unknown font style, normal. Okay, so I've by mistakenly made it capital N, it's small n. Okay, so here you can see health is 100. Now for player 1, so I will copy the same thing, player 1, and then I will make it capital P and N. Okay, so P is in uppercase. Then I will just make some changes. It will go to minus 550 comma minus 330, so it will be over here. And then we are going to write the same thing, health and all. Okay, so this is for player 1 and player 2. Now I want to add one more pen, so let me copy this, paste over here, make it uppercase, everything in uppercase. Now pen will not write anything. Pen dot go to, let's set it 0 comma 0. Okay, so I've created one more pen which is everything in uppercase. I will tell you why we need it later on. So now let's make it try everything and wait for a minute, and then we will be making a collision function. So I'll go down over here. Okay, so let's just make it e over here. Function is collision. Okay, so it will be taking two parameters. Let's just say A and B. So is collision between A and B. So A and B are two objects. Distance. So distance will be equal to just let me type first everything and then I will explain you what I am doing. Okay, so what I've done here is, suppose let A be a player, let A be a bullet. So bullet, if I fire the bullet from over here, okay, and let B be the player 2. So if player 2 is here and bullet is over here, so how can I know that it collided with the ship or not? Okay, and suppose a bullet is over here and ship is also over here, so how will I know? So what I have done is, by using Pythagoras theorem, I have calculated the distance between object A and object B. So you might have learned this in your school, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, just let me explain you in MS Paint. So now I will show you what I am talking about. So suppose this is bullet, okay, a bullet, and this is a ship. So what I've done is, I have calculated, as you can see here, a dot x coordinate minus b dot x coordinate square. So a dot x coordinate of A, this is our object A, and this is B. So the x coordinate and y coordinate I have taken. Let me show you first. This is y, okay, this is y. So what I've done is, I have square root the distance of this mine plus this. So here it forms a triangle, and this is the distance, okay, the d. This is what we want. The distance between object A and object B is the under root. You have learned this, a square plus b square equal to c square. Okay, so it's the same over here. We have to find the c, so we have just square root everything, and we have removed the square over here. So this is all about it. And distance, so if the distance is less than 15, return true, and else return false. So this is all about the collision function. So now I am going to use a collision function. So I am making a separation and naming it short. So if shot. So if there is a collision between bullet and ship. So over here bullet is a small bullet of player 1 and ship means a player 2, capital SHIP. So if this collision, then bullet dot height turtle, okay, sorry I will put it, so it should be bullet dot height turtle, bullet state should become to ready, and let us make the bullet go back behind the player 1. So let it go to 0, minus 400, health is minus equal to 10. Okay, so just wait a minute, I forgot to add the health variable over here. So I'll be adding the health variable over here above. So health yield, okay, and I will be adding two variables. One is health 100 and health 100. So there is a difference over here. Here is small h and here is capital H. Okay, so health is minus equals 10. So this health variable with the capital H is for player 2. So health becomes minus equals 10. So when the bullet hits the ship, the health will decrease to 10. And now we'll clear the pen. Okay, this will clear whatever we have written already. If I don't use this function or this dot clear, okay, so what will happen is it will overwrite on that existing writings. So pen dot clear, then I will use pen dot write. So what should write is health and over here it should format to health. So what this is going to do is it will fill up this space with the health variable. And now I'm going to align this to center. Then I will set the font to Courier. Okay, and size will be 15 and it will be normal. So this is for the collision when of bullet and ship, and so we have to make it for all conditions. When bullet 2 hits the ship, player 2, when bullet of player 2 hits the player 1. Okay, so let's make it. I will just copy this. I'm going to paste it over here. Now I am going to make it for bullet W, for the heavy attack. So wherever there is bullet, I am going to replace it with bullet W. Okay, and health will be, let us decrease it to minus 20. So when there is heavy attack, we will be decreasing to minus 20. Okay, so now for the player two's bullet when they hit to player 1. Okay, so now I will be copying this one. Okay, I have wait. This should be bullet B capital, and this should be small ship because the bullet of the player 2 is going to hit the player 1. So let me just replace everything. State, and for the player 1 we have small h, so h will decrease to this one, and same here we have to do it same over here. But wait a minute, we have made pens for player 1 and player 2. So pen 1, this with lowercase was for player 2, and this is for player 1 it should be capital P because it's going to go over here. Okay, so it's for player 1. Now I'm going to copy this because we are going to decrease the health of the player 1, so it should be small h and all. So bullet, now bullet 8, the heavy attack. Let me just replace state, bullet 8 state, health will be same, and okay, other rest everything will be same, just here will be -20. Okay, so this is the collision for the bullets. Now let's just run the program and see what we have got. Invalid syntax, oops, I forgot to add here equal to sign. Okay, so here is a health. Okay, it decreased to 80. I will have to see what and why. Okay, so yeah, as you can see it is decreasing. But what it's going to happen is it's going -10. We don't want this to go in negative. So for that we have to add one thing. So that's going to be if health is equal to 10. Okay, so if health is less than equal to 0, then health becomes 0. Okay, so I will copy this for here also. This will make sure that the health does not go in negative. Here it should be small h, and also over here it should be small h. Small h and small h. And guys, we have to make a small change over here. This should be positive because it's for the player 2's ship. We don't want that the bullet should go and hit over here the player 1, so it should be positive 400. And I want to tell you that I made a small mistake over here. Let me show you. Yeah, bullet 8 go to, it should be capital P comma capital Q. Okay, this is for because this is bullet of player 2, so it should not go to player 1, otherwise it will hit it and start with 80. The health will start with 80. So now let's just check once again. Yeah, so health starts with 100. The players are firing well. Okay, so now Now I want that if the small bullet hits the small bullet, it will disappear. So for that I am going to add a small line of codes over here. So it's of in collision of bullets, so collision of bullets. So if there is a collision between bullet and bullet, so small bullet of player 1 and player 2 both, then bullet dot height turtle, same for player 2, so bullet dot height turtle, bullet state should be equal to ready, and same for the player 2, bullet state should be equal to ready. Then this bullet should go to 0 comma minus 400. This is of player 1, so it should go downwards, and the bullet of player 2 should go to 0 comma 400. Okay, so let us check what happens actually. Yes, as you can see that when I fire both bullets and they hit each other, then they disappear. So I will add this code for bullet, let's say for the heavy bullets also. So it should be bullet W and bullet 8. So only that we have to copy this and paste, replace with bullet wherever there is a small b. State, and here also bullet. Yes. So now just let us check it for the player 2 and player 1's heavy attacks. Yes, as you can see. Yeah. So it's working. I am making only this much for the collision of bullets. You can also add like the collision of small bullet and the heavy bullet of player 2. So you can show that when the heavy and small collides, then the heavy one remains and it goes on, the small one disappears. But I am making only this much. Now we are going to track our health. So let us name it health tracker. So now we are going to create two conditions. So if health is less than equal to 0, so this is for the player 1's health, then ship dot height turtle. Okay, so now we are going to declare who won the game. Ship dot height turtle, then pen dot right. Now you might have got why we created the third pen. This was for that. So pen dot right, player 1 wins. Sorry, player 1 wins. Yeah, and I want to align this to center, obviously. Font, let's make it 40. I want to declare time dot sleep. I am going to pause the time for 3 seconds for that, and then break. So it will, if the health of the player 2 becomes less than equal to 0 or 0, then it will declare that player 1 won and it will break the command. So the code will break, and as I have used your time module, I have to import time over here. So import time, and I have to do same for the player 2. So if health is less than equal to 0, then pen should write player 2 wins. Okay, that's it. We have done with all the code, and now let us run the program. Okay, so see over here what happened. Player 2 wins, health of player 1 becomes 0. So that was it. Okay, you can also add many features in this game, like you can add a shield. A shield, when you press X on the keyboard, then a shield will appear, and then the bullet will be dodged, and so like. Okay, so this was for this lecture. We created a game, a working 2-player game. Now in the next lecture we are going to add graphics to our game. Till that, goodbye and good luck.